So my 33 sources in the executive branch and my 22 sources within advertising and my 3 within comics and my 14 within production all told me the same thing, guys. Guys, you believe me, right? Even though I'm not giving you any proof or any information or any names, you believe me, right, guys? Guys. Tristan with Nerdette's NewsStand, and we're going to talk a little more drama about Princess Ray. Now, this Hollywood Reporter article came out yesterday, and I would say it's a little bit of WB going, hey Ray, you better behave. You lost your investigation, and then wanted another one, but that's for a whole nother video. And you better stop if you want anything to do with Warner Brothers and DC Comics as a whole. Also, very weird. Remember everyone saying, but Jason Momoa wouldn't lie. He totally is backing Ray Fisher for completely being a good guy. But they're planning new reshoots and quite a bit more footage to be added, which is totally cool with me. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited. I definitely am looking forward to the Snyder cut. But wasn't it done? Wait, I thought it was done, Jason Momoa. Okay, so regardless, we know Jason Momoa does lie. Now, let's talk about, I feel like people get this wrong impression that I'm totally against the Snyder cut. I'm not at all. I'm against cancel culture. I'm against people going to their Twitter and being able to say whatever they want and cancel whoever they want. I'm against people getting rehired for bad behavior. I'm against lying. Oh wait, you said lying? So this brings us to Grace Randolph. And she made a video yesterday, and we are going to talk about that. And I do know that some of you like her, so maybe you should click off unless I offend you. So, Grace Randolph has this reputation for pandering to the lowest common denominator and really not doing that so well. You will notice she's been in a lot of stuff. She used to work for Marvel with DC. She's done different types of videos and really always try to make it in social media, make that as a career choice, right? Because it's a lot easier than actually having to do a whole lot. Not that I can say anything, but I do have a real job. Regardless, Grace Randolph is, it just depends on what her mood is. Grace Randolph can, do the pandering and be the biggest SJW you'll ever meet. You'll see that on Twitter. She's a huge Black Lives Matter supporter. And then she'll switch over to YouTube, and she will be somebody that the fandom menace goes to. And I like a lot of those people. Again, don't take offense unless I'm specifically talking about you. So Grace, you're good. Anyways, a lot of these people, she'll pander to these people. She'll pander to fandom menace to get the views. She then started pandering to the Snyder Cut people. And it actually worked really well in her favor. We see different websites like Cosmic Book News and pretty much them. They kind of are obsessed, just saying. Bounding into comics maybe a little bit too. Taking every word she says as law. Now, I was going to do this video last night, but I had to do some digging myself to find out a little bit about Grace Randolph. But let's talk about her video from yesterday, right? And about her past. She's called everybody a liar if they don't agree with her, right? She's called David Ayer a liar. She has called Kathy Yan a liar because it didn't go with what she reported. But Kathy Yan was the yeah, makes sense with that one. Birds of Prey. She has kind of just went against anybody that doesn't go with her rumors. A lot of times, you can kind of pick which way things will go in Hollywood when you know enough about it. And that's what she's good at, right? She's good at picking things. She's good at having a few insiders. What she's better at is making up her sources. What she's better at is simply telling you what you want to hear. Now, we are going to get into talks about Zack Snyder and Geoff Johns. I want it to be known that I do like them both. I love Geoff Johns. I love Zack Snyder. Two different types of work we're going to be talking about, right? I guess the best way to put it is you have to think of the Snyder cut and the dark, gloomy stuff when it comes to Zack Snyder. And when I think of Geoff Johns, I think of more like Stargirl, right? So you can like both at the same time. Doesn't make them similar. They are very different, right? So I think that is the best way to have a representation of their different styles. It is a huge telltale sign, right? So let's talk about this video. Everyone, I'm gonna quote her right now, right? Mind you, years ago she was talking about how great Geoff Johns is. About 5 years ago. Now, everything changed with Zack Snyder. That is where this began. Everyone should stay away from Geoff Johns career-wise. What? How? If you are in Warner Brothers and DC, just answer me how. Everybody, if you work with Greg Berlanti and are going to be working with Geoff Johns in the near future, stay away from him. How is that even possible? It's not. It is an ignorant statement from a very dumb video. And she goes on to say, Geoff Johns has even been reported to DC Comics Human Resources. It's gonna get worse. It is gonna get worse. Now, I was actually able to confirm this. Right? And plot twist. So, yes, he has. Guess why? He has been targeted from what I can confirm by my 72 sources. Guys, I swear, please believe me. No, for real. That he has been reported to DC Comics Human Resources for not hiring, for writing the wrong race of characters, yep, and for not hiring more or enough people of color. So you can see what I'm saying here. What he has been, what he's been turned in for is not pandering enough to the left. That's what he's been turned in for. And that's kind of obvious. You can tell he's a little bit more moderate when it comes to his writing, when it comes to, just look at Stargirl, right? I was shocked. It was great, but I was shocked. So, okay, let's go on to see what Grace has to say. Geoff Johns, people had told her that Geoff Johns had no idea what he was doing with Stargirl. Before I explode, let me finish the quote. And it's a miracle that show turned out so great because he was holding it back and he was way in over his head. Does she not know that Stargirl, that Courtney, that Stargirl is about his sister? Does she not know that he wrote Stargirl? Does she not know that he created Stargirl? I actually believe she does. I think she's hoping that most of her audience doesn't. That's what she's doing, is she's pandering to what you want to hear. That way she gets that thumbs up. Are you fucking kidding me? Go look at DC Fandom. I think it's uploaded at this point. At the Stargirl panel. Everyone, and I get you can act, but you kind of also have certain telltale signs when you don't like somebody. Every single thing I have heard when it comes to Stargirl has been extremely positive. Everyone has praised Geoff Johns, what an amazing person is, what a nice person is. Patty Jenkins has come out and said what a nice person he is. We've seen one person come out that said that, you know, he is not a friend of hers. And that is it, besides Grace Randolph, of course. So, she does go on to say most of the people on Stargirl hate him. Yep. That's real. That's a real quote. She called Geoff Johns a functioning sociopath. It's at the point of libel. Like, it really, really is. Grace is trying real hard here. And unless he is really a functioning sociopath, unless most people, which is all extremely doubtful, most people hate him, she is at the point where she is creating these sources, by sources I mean voices in her head, that are libelous, that are absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe she honestly went this far. I really, really can't. I'm shocked that she was this brave to go and do a very easy provable defamation suit right there. Now, mind you, Geoff Johns wouldn't go after her for defamation because she's a YouTuber, right? He's not going to do that. People will be like, well, you're silencing your critics. Yeah, it would be a bad look for him. But I cannot believe I was listening to that video yesterday, and I get it. I have a biased source, Geoff Johns. I will admit that right away. But what a functioning sociopath. I have talked to one person besides the other person that I talked about earlier, that worked with them. Now, there was not a bad thing to be said. Not a single bad thing to be said. But again, take it with a grain of salt. Professional courtesy, right? Not a bad thing to be said. Nothing sociopathic about him. Nothing mean about him. Actually, quite the opposite. He was a nice person. Quiet. Kept to himself. All of these things were really, really good. Nothing bad. I was shocked when I heard this video. And I find it fucking hilarious that it all comes down to her defending Ray Fisher. And that's where we bring this video full circle. Because of her changing her mind and flip-flopping on Geoff Johns, she was able to secure things on her channel like a massive interview with Zack Snyder. She is able to shill and lie her way into getting exclusives. And that is why she is defending Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher has been proven a liar at this point. Ray Fisher has been proven a Karen at this point. My God, I'm totally done talking about him. It has been proven. He wanted more money. He wanted more screen time. That is where this all comes down to. And if there really was some serious issues on set, they would have been addressed in 1, the investigation, which found nothing, and 2, they would have been addressed at the time if it was that bad. He would have said something. I don't understand what this man thinks he's doing, except for killing his career, really. Yeah, I mean, because it's over at this point. But even so, I just was shocked when I seen this. Not only Ray Fisher again, starting all over again, because he wants, back pats. But Grace Randolph actually running her mouth to that degree without actual proof. Like, wow. I fucking love it. Oh, well, makes a easy video to make fun of you with, right? So, anyways, of course, let me know what you guys think about this, about Ray Fisher, about Grace Randolph, or either one, anything in between, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon and subscribe stars. You guys literally make this channel possible. Huge thank you to Cage the Mick, Robert Mick Twiz, Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris Z, David L, David Rafford, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Mighty Balls, Mike Buckner, Maizen Barbosa, Ruskart, Ryan Decker, Robert Hoffman, and Doc Holliday. You guys are absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget on the way out to like as always if you enjoy the content, and hit subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.